Futsal has gone through a transformation in the last 10 years, and one of the positions that has evolved the most is the goalkeeper, due to the modifications in the rules, which have enabled the goalkeeper to have a larger role in the game. As soon as the team gains possession of the ball, the goalkeeper takes on an offensive role within the court. Practically speaking, often the goalkeeper is responsible for the outcome of a match with his play on offense. Today, coaches are obliged to include in their tactical training sessions plays that require the participation of the goalkeeper. Consequently, when training the goalkeeper, the coach must take into account all aspects of futsal. In the physical element, coordinative abilities, coordination, agility, rhythm, notion of space and time, and balance. Physical abilities, speed, strength, resistance, and efficient flexibility work. In the technical element, training for the goalkeeper must include the constant practice of the fundamental techniques of futsal: passing, ball reception, shooting, ball movement, heading, and dribbling the ball. Technical fundamentals, offensive and defensive details of the position. In the tactical element, as the goalkeeper has a fundamental role, training sessions should be directed towards offensive tactics, either in the participation in plays or in putting the ball into play, putting the ball back into play. In defensive tactics, the concerns of the goalkeeper for corner kick plays, sideline, and goal kicks, the opponent's movement and defensive wall formation. In the psychological element, work with the goalkeeper on his abilities of leadership, keeping focused, concentration, decision-making, strength of determination, courage, and calmness. Therefore, the main objective of this video course is to demonstrate how to create a training session specifically for the futsal goalkeeper, showing both the technical and tactical elements. Inherent characteristics of the goalkeeper. In the structuring and implementation of a futsal training session plan, one must focus on the development of the player for competition, looking to provide the necessary tools so that he is able to take care, both individually and collectively, of different situations. It is important for the goalkeeper to have a consistent training routine, with intensive physical exercises, with command of the fundamentals, and tactical knowledge and experience, which enables the coach to use modern training methods that are in sync with the demands of futsal. The position of goalkeeper demands an accumulation of commanding and physical abilities, which can be found in few other futsal positions, and therefore requires specific and varied training. For this reason, it is important to have a specific coach for goalkeepers within the coaching staff. The goalkeeper plays a special role within a futsal team. For this reason, the following characteristics of the position must be taken into consideration. Perception. He must possess a good understanding of the opponent's play and what is happening around him, whether it be the external environment, the court, the ball, the movement of teammates and opponents, or the internal environment, such as the positioning of the body. Both visual and kinesthetic factors are important because they determine the goalkeeper's offensive and defensive actions. Anticipation. The goalkeeper that has excellent perception and reads the game well will be able to anticipate the opponent's moves. The goalkeeper must be able to assess the situation before it happens. In many cases, there is not enough time to make the correct decision regarding the place, time, and manner in which to use an offensive or defensive technique. For this reason, the ability to anticipate depends on his ability to understand and assess each situation. His anticipation will greatly influence his decisions, since the elements of time and space are present in practically all of the goalkeeper's actions. Decision making. It is one of the fundamental elements in coaching goalkeepers, as he must make an immediate decision from various alternatives for each different situation in the game. As soon as the goalkeeper reads what the opponent is going to do, he must anticipate and make the best decision. Leadership. The goalkeeper must possess the ability to be a leader, as this will enable him to impose his will on the opponent, transmit confidence and calm to his teammates, and control the defensive zone. This ability contributes to the efficiency of the goalkeeper. If the goalkeeper is calm, he assesses the situation and chooses the best decision that can be made in the various moments during the match. Determination and courage. The goalkeeper must be determined and confident during a match. Courage is a quality necessary mainly in the most difficult of situations. The goalkeeper must not be scared to leave the goal, to make a save, or even tackle the ball away from an attacker. Focus and concentration. The goalkeeper position requires an ability to focus and concentrate. The goalkeeper must be focused and concentrated when the ball is far from his goal, and even more so when it is close to his goal area. The goalkeeper must watch closely the movements of the attackers, of his teammates, and the ball, which will help him make precise interceptions and anticipate what the opponent is going to do. The goalkeeper must be continually aware of the ball, his teammates, and opponents throughout the match. Flexibility. An essential quality for any futsal player, especially the goalkeeper. This quality is developed through systematic repetition of specific exercises. Flexibility gives the goalkeeper the largest possible range of movement. Agility. Results from working on flexibility, balance, and coordination, coupled with work on speed of changing direction. Agility enables the goalkeeper to change direction in the smallest amount of time possible, allowing the goalkeeper to save shots and intercept the ball during the match. Coordination. Coordination makes it possible for the goalkeeper to use defensive and offensive techniques with greater ease, helping him to move freely with and without the ball and use his hands and feet equally well. Balance. A good goalkeeper must know how to alternate between tense and relaxed moments in the game and develop a rhythm in his play which will result in a natural balance. Balance is very important prior to, during, and after jumps and should be coached along with the other technical movements. Reaction time. An ability that the goalkeeper must have in order to respond to a specific stimulus in the shortest time and quickest manner possible. Direction of tactical development. Theoretical and practical tactical knowledge and its possible variations in the team and the opponent. Ability to focus on all problems that present themselves. Mastery of technical skills. The goalkeeper must be coached in all the futsal technical skills, which will help all his technical and tactical play during the match. Psychological preparation. Competition at any level demands a high level of psychological preparation and a lot of sacrifice in order to achieve the desired final objectives. A well-prepared goalkeeper is one that can think clearly, make quick decisions, and has confidence in himself and his ability to produce, while acting in a calm and conscientious manner in all situations. Technical and tactical training. Modern futsal requires that the goalkeeper be subjected to a heavy workload in order to be prepared, involving all the elements of soccer training with a focus on the physical, tactical, technical, and psychological elements, which are developed by qualified coaches. Total command of all the fundamentals characteristic of the position are a prerequisite for a good performance of all offensive and defensive functions. The goalkeeper's positioning and attitude are of great importance if the team is to be successful. The goalkeeper is the only player who is positioned behind the whole team throughout the game. therefore having a complete vision of his teammates and the opposing players, which enables him to help with coverage and offensive movements. The goalkeeper must be coached with the objective of efficiently developing his tactical functions, especially putting the ball back into play. This must be extremely well coached and executed. Technical fundamentals for the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper must have total command of all of the futsal technical fundamentals regarding the position of the line players and the specifics of his position, allowing him to perform the technical skills with minimum error, either on defense or offense, and also provide effective support in tactical play. Defensive techniques. The goalkeeper clearly plays a very important role in the defense, and his techniques and skills must be sound and efficient. They include basic positioning. The position in which the goalkeeper should be set in front of his goal, facilitating the execution of defensive techniques for each situation as it arises. The goalkeeper must be alert and well positioned to make a defensive play by being ready and well placed. The legs are slightly separated and bent at the knees. The upper body slightly slanted forward. The arms bent and relaxed, ready to react immediately. He should be in the center of the triangle formed by the two goalposts and the ball. The closer the goalkeeper is to the ball, the smaller the attacker's angle. If the ball is in front of the goal, the goalkeeper should be positioned in the center of the goal, approaching the ball to diminish the angle of the attacker. If the ball is on the side of the court, he should position himself close to the post on the side of the action of the play. An aspect of the goalkeeper's basic positioning that must be highlighted is in reference to his movements. They must be made from side to side without crossing his legs. And when going forwards, do so in relation to the positioning of the ball and the attacker. When the ball is near to the goalkeeper, movement should be made with the balls of the foot, enabling the body to be in a state of balance, ready for an eventual intervention. The thrust for a movement comes from the leg on the opposite side of the save. Handballs. A defensive technique used by the goalkeeper to either catch and hold on to or deflect balls that are shot on goal, taking into consideration trajectory and speed, enabling him to defend shots from different angles and heights. The positioning of the hands when catching the ball will dictate the firmness necessary for the goalkeeper to make the saves. The goalkeeper should always aim to place the body behind the hands to prevent the ball from slipping through. The hands should be set in a bowl shape with the fingers semi-bent, and the angling and height of the elbows should determine the distance between the index fingers and the thumbs. After all catches, the ball should be drawn to the body to ensure better control. When looking at basic ball handling, there are three main types to point out. Firm. Catch with the hands or cradle between the arms and upper body. Partial, or two-time defense, is to absorb the impact of the ball and then catch it. Deflection, using various parts of the body, the hands, feet, thigh or knee. Saving ground-level shots with both hands. These are balls that are shot and skim the ground. In a defensive situation in front of the goal, the goalkeeper should have the upper body bent over one of the legs, also with the knees bent, and consequently reducing the possibility of the ball skimming through to goal. In this ball handling play, the forearm should be parallel, the hands in a bowl shape, the fingers semi-bent, waiting for the arrival of the ball. As soon as the ball reaches the goalkeeper's hands, he bends his elbows and brings it to his chest. On the other hand, if the ball is shot with force, the goalkeeper should leap forward to meet the ball, making the save, bringing the ball to the ground, while holding it between his arms and chest. Depending on the situation, the ball speed, and the traffic in front of the goalkeeper's area, he can, for this type of save, use an alternative approach, absorbing the ball with his hands, making a partial save. Errors in execution. The forearms are not parallel. The elbows are more separated than the hands. The knees are not bent to the level of the ball. In situations where the ball is going in the direction of the corner, whenever possible, the goalkeeper should hold onto the ball, putting one hand to the side of the ball and the other on the top, pushing it to the ground, not allowing it to get loose. At the moment of the dive, the arm should be totally stretched out in the direction of the ball. The leg that is facing the ground should be slightly bent, helping as a starting push-off point of support for the dive. After handling the ball, the goalkeeper should pay attention to the positioning of his knee to make sure that it does not hit the ball and accidentally allow it to get loose. If there is a lot of traffic in front of the goal, the goalkeeper should use the upper leg or the opposite leg to the fall for protection, with the leg slightly elevated and bent at the knee. Saving ground level shots with one hand. In this specific situation, the goalkeeper generally will not make a complete save. He will deflect the ball so that it does not enter the goal. The goalkeeper is in a position of anticipation, almost crouching. He should leap in the direction of the ball and palm it away with his hand extended and fingers straight. Saves at medium height. Balls at stomach, chest, and head level. When the ball comes at stomach level, it should be absorbed with a simultaneous movement of impact with the abdomen and hugging with the forearms and hands. At the moment of the save, the elbows should be bent, the hands cupped and fingers semi-bent, then hugging the ball firmly against the chest. At the moment of the save, the leg should be semi-bent in a position of anticipation. When the ball is at chest level, the goalkeeper can make the save in two different manners, in the same way as the stomach level, or using basic ball handling techniques. In this case, the elbows should be bent close to the body, the hands cupped, and fingers semi-bent. The leg should be bent in a position of anticipation. When the ball is at head level, the goalkeeper should follow the same steps as for chest level, using basic ball handling techniques. In this particular case, the elbows should be bent and close to the body, the hands in a bowl shape and fingers semi-bent. The leg should be bent in a position of anticipation. Errors in execution. Delay in bending the forearms over the ball. Absorb the impact of the ball with the chest. The elbows are too far away. The elbows are completely extended. Saves at medium height with one hand. Saves of shots at medium height with one hand are almost always made on balls shot with force, in which the goalkeeper, in a position of anticipation with knees bent, dives in the direction of the ball, making the reaction save by palming at the ball with his hand extended and fingers straight. Saves for high balls through the crowd. Shots above head level and in direction of the goalkeeper. This type of save is rarely used in futsal, taking into consideration the court size that pretty much rules out air balls in the direction of the goal. In this situation, the goalkeeper should hold the ball firmly with perfect hand positioning, always trying to position himself under the ball. The hands are in a bowl shape and fingers semi-bent, the elbows extended, which allows for a save at the highest point, keeping one knee bent in order to protect himself. Errors in execution. Arms not extended in the direction of the ball, not keeping the eyes on the ball, using stiff hands to make the save, catching the ball to the side and not in front. Saves with jumps. For balls played, headed, or shot in the upper or lower corners in which the goalkeeper, starting from a position of readiness on the opposite side of the goal, must dive with his body parallel to the ground, deflecting the ball at its highest point, or making a complete save with his hand, which should be extended and bent backwards, the fingers straight and rigid. Errors in execution. Land on the ground stomach first, dive in the direction of the post, not cover the ball on top with the palm of the hand. Saves by deflection. A technique that requires excellent reflexes. In this situation, as a last resort, the goalkeeper must use any part of the body that is close to the ball to make the save. For this type of save, it is also possible to use the feet to stop a very fast, powerful low shot or a shot from close range, or if the goalkeeper is caught off balance when moving forward. From the position of readiness, with his knees bent, the goalkeeper should extend his leg in the direction of the ball and strike at it to prevent it from entering the goal. Leaving the goal. Today, it is normal to see goalkeepers playing like sweepers, outside of the goal area, taking full advantage of the rule changes. However, certain aspects must be taken into consideration, such as timing, reaction speed, agility, perception, anticipation, and decision-making. The goalkeeper must make a leg save when he has come upfield and his team is quickly counterattacked, leaving the goalkeeper as the last player in defense. He must act quickly and project himself towards the ball, with one leg bent and the other stretched in front, intercepting the ball, while avoiding contact with the opponent, as that could cause his ejection from the game. When the goalkeeper leaves the goal but stays within the goal area, he can use his hands to save the ball. In this instance, the goalkeeper projects himself in the direction of the ball, sliding and saving the ball or swatting at it with his extended hands to the side of the court. Faced with a straight-on attacker, the goalkeeper should align himself between the goal and the ball, with his knees bent to the side, with one knee close to the ground and the other perpendicular to the ground. In this specific situation, the goalkeeper does not make a complete save, but acts as a block, making a partial save with any part of the body. Offensive techniques. Clearances. Considering that the total area of the court is very limited in futsal, the goalkeeper takes on a fundamental role in clearances. This technique is of utmost importance, primarily in starting a counterattack, in which the goalkeeper, in specific situations, such as from a goal throw, places a teammate in a goal-scoring situation. He can also use fakes to safely leave the goal area with the ball. Clearances can be classified in the following manner. Clearances in relation to distance: short, medium, long. Short and medium clearances should be made within the defensive half-court, and long ones to the offensive half-court. Clearances in relation to trajectory, with the hands, at ground level, up high. Clearances at ground level are generally used for short and medium distances. This technique requires the goalkeeper to have good flexibility. He bends his knees and with a backward-forward motion, steps forward with the opposite leg from the hand that will throw the ball. Starts his throw with the ball in line with the shoulder and lets it go along the ground in a half spin, the arm totally extended. In clearance plays with the ball thrown high, usually to the offensive half-court, the goalkeeper, with his knees slightly bent, with the ball at shoulder level, makes a backward-forward motion, steps forward with the opposite leg from the arm that will make the throw, and clears the ball with the arm completely extended. With the rule changes, the goalkeeper can now use his feet to clear the ball. Either inside or outside the goal area. In these situations, the goalkeeper must have good passing skills, as his passes must be accurate. The goalkeeper can make a short pass with the inside of the foot to the side of the court so that his teammate can receive the ball with time and space. When the goalkeeper receives the ball, either from a teammate or from an opponent, and makes a long pass to the attacking zone, he should use the inside part of his foot to make the long pass an arced one, reaching his teammate in a position to shoot on goal. Errors in execution. Put the ball in play with the opponent close by. Does not follow the predetermined plan. Kicks the ball behind his teammate. Goal throws. This situation in futsal is unique and exclusive because only the goalkeeper can make the goal throw with his hands. To make the goal throw, certain aspects of the rules must be followed. To start with, when the goalkeeper has the ball in his hands after it has crossed the goal line, he has 4 seconds to put it into play. The goal throw is not only a means of putting the ball back into play, it is in fact a secure pass to an open teammate, who should be well positioned to continue the play. In situations of heavy coverage, the goalkeeper must use subtle motions to trick the opponent, which opens up space for him to make the pass. Leaving the goal area to continue the play. The goalkeeper has now gained freedom to play with his feet in all areas of the court. To move up onto attack and to intercept play. However, this new situation demands that the goalkeeper have the ability to read, in particular, the opposing team's play. In this way, the goalkeeper with a quick interception gains possession of the ball and has to make a pass or dribble the ball, then pass it to a teammate, giving continuity to the play. In special cases, the goalkeeper receives a back pass from a teammate, and again can pass or dribble or even take a shot on goal. For this reason, the goalkeeper will have to be ready to put his technical skills into practice, which requires continuous and intensive training, using real game-like situations, which allow for composure and confidence during matches. Tactical training of the goalkeeper. The tactical element of futsal should be an integral part of the coaching plan for the goalkeeper if he is to participate fully in the game. Therefore, the coach must include the goalkeeper in the tactical training of the team. Tactics are the rational and operational elements of the game on both defense or offense. Using individual, group, or team tactics. Certain aspects should be taken into consideration due to the importance of the goalkeeper with regard to the tactical element. The physical and technical ability of the goalkeeper, teammates, and opposing team. His tactical knowledge, as well as the whole team's. The tactical training of the opponent. The rules of the game. The dimensions and condition of the court. The type of ball used. Shoes, gloves, and psychological effects. Defensive tactics. Positioning for corner kicks. The goalkeeper should be positioned next to the post on the side closest to the corner, facing the ball. He should focus his eyes and movements on the ball, as well as try to read the movement of the opposing team in order to anticipate their set plays. He should direct the defense by calling his teammates to cover the opponent's man-to-man and not leave any open spaces. He should also make his teammates aware of the opposing goalkeeper's positioning, as he might be an option for the play. If he sees that the ball is within his reach, he should leave the goal and intercept or swat the ball, and when necessary, use his feet to kick the ball clear of the goal area. If the goalkeeper intercepts the ball with his hands and has it in his possession, he should quickly get the ball to a well-positioned player or move forward with the ball himself to start a counterattack. Positioning for penalties. For penalty kicks, the goalkeeper should face the striker with knees semi-bent, arms spread open in the direction of the upper corners, the upper body slightly inclined, his eye focused on the ball and opponent, observing the foot and hip placement of the opponent so that he may be able to interpret his movement and have a better chance to make the save. The goalkeeper should analyze those players on the opposing team who take penalty kicks and therefore identify the side to which they are most likely to shoot. As the rules allow for the goalkeeper to move sideways, it is recommended that he does this at the moment when he chooses the direction he will try to make the save. Furthermore, as the opposing player runs to the ball, the goalkeeper can swing his arms along with moving his body to the side, placing doubt in the opponent's mind as to which side he should shoot. Positioning of the defensive wall. The goalkeeper should position the defensive wall so that he can still see the ball. The number of players in the defensive wall depends on the distance and the ability of the shooter. When the ball is positioned extremely close to the goal area, the goalkeeper also becomes part of the defensive wall, placing himself on the opposite side of the base player. The goalkeeper should position the base player of the wall directly in line with the ball and the relevant post. Positioning for a free kick without defensive wall. The goalkeeper is inside the goal area after his team has reached the limit of team fouls allowed. He must position himself in a direct line between the goal and the ball to reduce the attacker's angle as much as possible. He should bend his knees slightly, incline his upper body slightly, open his arms to raise his angle of reach, and anticipate the direction of the shot by looking at the positioning of the shooter's feet and hips. The goalkeeper can play a bit back, lurching at the ball, in an attempt to distract the attention of the opponent, and with one jump, reduce the angle of the shot, always with his eyes on the ball. Command and guide. The goalkeeper commands a defensive zone within his area and can direct offensive plays. He must communicate decisions vocally, loud, firm, and with precision, always using the same terms and directions. Warm-up for the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper should warm up in a sufficient specific manner before any physical effort, and in a manner as close to game or training situations as possible, in a simple and regular fashion. A warm-up performed inadequately can be detrimental for a match or training session. On match days, it is important for all players to warm up on the court, especially the goalkeeper, to get accustomed to the surface, the ball, the atmosphere of the game, and the positioning of the goal within the court. The warm-up should start in the locker room with stretches, and psychological warm-up should start from the moment he enters the locker room. The warm-up before the match should consist of slow runs, stretches, and the specific fundamentals of futsal, specific to the goalkeeper. Before the tactical training, there should be slow running and stretches. Stretching should precede any movements and follow light jogging. The goalkeeper should not start training without having first, during the warm-up, had contact with the ball on the court. We will now look at a specific example of a warm-up for a goalkeeper. Technical training. In technical training for the goalkeeper, it is important to remember that each goalkeeper has his own characteristics, but most importantly, physical differences. It is the individual specialized coaching that makes it possible to efficiently reach the aims of the coaching plan. In structuring the training sessions, it is not necessary to include specific exercises for the goalkeepers, but to understand the individual characteristics of each one, and in each exercise, the abilities of the goalkeeper, aiming to enhance his qualities and correct his weaknesses. In more specific cases, the coach can and should work one-on-one with the goalkeeper. For example, if the goalkeeper has to improve his shot, he can have an individual training session to deal with this element. We are now going to see an example of technical and tactical training with the goalkeeper. We hope that this video course has helped improve your knowledge of this very important position, the futsal goalkeeper.